Hello, ELA 1. Since we've got no school on the Monday there, the 25th, and we obviously didn't have our preview of the week, our live session, I thought I would create a video to go over some things. Certainly, if you have questions, email Miss Reeve or myself this week. So this video really just goes through everything. It looks ahead to make sure you understand what the expectations are for this week, and a little bit about next week as well. Obviously, the book talks are due the 31st, that's Sunday, so a lot of this week is focused on that. I do introduce another assignment, but that's not due till next week. And then there's even an extra credit due at the end of next week as well. So this week, the focus for you, while you're doing other stuff, but the focus obviously for turning in stuff, is this Sunday, the book talks. So, Tuesday, you are currently watching the preview video. And then, I'm going to tell you to go over it again because I want to make sure, and I know it takes time to read, so I pencil that in. So take time to make sure you understand. We've got a recap of the Odyssey. You can click on our version, which of course is the school version on the web. Sometimes some of those pages don't work. That's why I often include a PDF if they don't. In fact, that's the case. Book 23, it wasn't working when I got there. So I included the PDF. So all the pages are here, and you can see how our book skips around, right? Books 1, books 5, book 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 21, 22, and 23. Again, there's like 28, I believe, total, 29. I tried to do my best to fill in the gaps. We're going to kind of do a mass review next week of everything. So this week, we read the end of it, and then next week is the review of the entire Odyssey. Or bringing it all together. Not like we're going to go back through in much detail, but we're going to wrap it all up with the hero cycle and look at maybe even some other hero cycles as well, because I think that's important for you to know, and also some fundamentals of the point of myth, right? And that was the model in the warning. So book talks are due, as I said, by midnight on the 31st, that's Sunday. When you get there, here are some helpful resources. Again, this is the tutorials for Screencastify and also for how to upload to YouTube. But again, with Screencastify, you don't need that. Just record it on Screencastify. When you're done, you click Done. It converts the video, and then there's a little button that says Upload to YouTube. And you click that. It takes a little while for it to get there. But once it's on your YouTube site, all you're doing is obviously making sure it plays and then sending me the URL. Here's the copy of the outline and the PDF, of course. Also, some of you got different devices. Now, you're going to have to persevere. In this age that we are living in, there's going to be issues on your computer, your device. Maybe you're using an older computer. Maybe you're using something else. Maybe something doesn't look like it does on my screen. These are going to be common issues that we're going to have in education going forward. Googling it is a great thing. I Google stuff all the time, and I'm amazed that there are videos out there and how easy it is to do with watching a 5-minute YouTube video. So Google the specific problem you're having. But I did try to put up some stuff. So for Google Chrome, if you want the Screencast-O-Matic, again, the website is there for helpful creations, putting things on YouTube, the tutorial for YouTube. Here's the Screencast site, Screencast-O-Matic itself. Here's that tutorial. But then I put in some other ones. So if you want the Google Chrome extension, so if you're using Google Chrome, you can put the extension right there. If you're using a Chromebook, you want that option, you can use this. If you're using it on an iPad or your iPhone, here is the link. I've done all of them. I've used it on a Chromebook. I've gone to the website itself. I've got it on my iPad, so I know it works. I know students have done it on Chromebooks. So follow one of those links. Maybe you need to install that little thing. If you're having some trouble, that should help you. Whatever you need on Chrome, whether you want it on a Chromebook itself or the iPad, iPhone option. Again, if you're running into troubles, Google it. And then if you're still having troubles, let me know or Miss Reeve know. So what does technically do? Well, you got the completed outline, which is basically your slides, right? Your outline should turn into your slides. Then you've got this typed script, which you will send, and then obviously you're sending me the video itself, or really you're sending me the URL. That's the web address of how to get there. So you just go make sure you can watch it like a normal person, and then you click the URL, copy it, and send it to me. If you could, just send it all in one email. So maybe you've got the 2 attachments, the slides that you're attaching, which comprises the outline, and then maybe you've got the typed script, you're going to attach that. And then in your email, you can just type in the link or paste in the link. So one email. It'd be nice because sometimes I'm going to get a whole bunch of these all at once. If you could even put a subject into your email, that way I can even search this subject and hopefully all of them should come up. We've got 10 minutes to work on your character charts. Here's the PDF version, which you can't type on, but you could just take notes. And here's the Word version, if you have Word, that you can type on. By this week, you should be able to fill out page 2, so you should be able to do everything. Here's those helpful sites. If you're missing a character, you're not sure who someone is, check these sites. They should help you out. There are flashcards now, so it's a new Quizlet set. It's called the Odyssey Character Chart Flashcards. You can go and study those. Now, this is how I'm going to check. Obviously, you can use your character chart while you're doing this Quizlet test. These are just like the ones we did at the beginning. That's what the character chart is for. So if you've got a completed character chart, boy, you should be able to get 100% pretty easy. But you can also take as many as you want. Take as many tests as you want. Now, if you follow this link, you should be all set. Notice how it's all matching, okay? If for some reason for you it's not, here's what I suggest to do, that you're on a computer. Click the options button. I even put in a little picture of what it should look like. So you should click the matching here, answer with term and definition. That's what it should look like. So I put in what it actually looks like. So if for some reason you click on matching test and it's not set to matching, go to options, make sure it's clicked matching, and you answer with the term and the prompt is the definition. Boom. Once you're done, click create new test. But again, I believe if you follow my link, it should be already set. If for some reason you're going to, you go to the flashcards and then you go to the test, then it might not be set. So follow the one that says matching test. If it's not, make the changes. Again, make it look like this. Okay? Now that's not due until Tuesday. So I want you to focus on the book talk. But you're going to be studying it this week. Again, you're going to take a screenshot or a picture of that percentage. So it should show me like the last question or two. So I know that it's from this one, the Odyssey character chart. And then it'll show a percentage. I am not concerned with time. Don't show me anything about time. Send me your percentage. Hopefully it's 24 out of 24. Each one's worth half a point. So that's 12 points that's going into the grade book. Send the screenshot or picture to Miss Reeves. She'll be inputting all of that stuff. Due by Tuesday, 6/29. Or, I'm sorry, 6/2/11/59. I will actually pencil in time for you next week to do this. So this week you're kind of finishing your character chart, and this week you're studying those flashcards. You're familiarizing yourself with the characters. You're finding any characters that slipped through the holes, and you need to look up on these 3 sites. You don't have to go to all 3, just whatever one that suits you. So that's what you're doing this week, and then next week I'll pencil you in time to actually finish the test. If you wanted to do that test now and send it to Miss Reeve, great. Fine, no problem, but I will give you time next week. And then for the rest of the day, 15 minutes to either work on SSR or work on your book talks. Speaking of SSR, again, even if you're done with the books, guys, reading should become a part of your daily routine. Please continue to read over the summer. One of the greatest things you can do to not show a dip is to continue to read. So hopefully we've built a habit here. Thursday, 5/28, 23-minute video. That's book 22. Watch the video. 2 minutes to read the following directions, although I'm going to go over it right now. It's basically talking about the extra credit. Now, I'm going to go over this Monday in our live session because I want you to see it. So don't really worry about it till then. It's going to be very easy for you to do. It's going to be worth 6 points. But essentially, as we move forward in education, using new internet tools will be crucial. The term Web 2.0 refers to aspects of the internet or sites or apps where everyday people can create and share content. So think about Wikipedia, right? Anybody can type up stuff there. That's a great example of Web 2.0. Now, there are lots of other tools that we could very well use in education going forward. Of course, students and teachers alike will need to familiarize themselves with these new apps and websites. So I'm going to ask you guys to find some tutorial videos. I'm going to create a space, and I'll show it to you Monday, where you can actually just type in, so maybe I was doing the Screencast-O-Matic, which I did for you guys, right? I mean, I sent up at the top, helpful resources, putting images. Basically, this is what I'm talking about, is I'll create a little site for you, and anything that you think would be helpful going forward in education, you just type the product there with a link to it, and a little bit of information about what that thing is. That's what I'm talking about, because there's going to be a lot of things that we are going to need to use in the future with this style of blended learning. So sites and apps, and again, you're going to provide a tutorial video just like I did. But things to think about, obviously Screencast-O-Matic, but maybe there's blogs out there. You know, how to design your own blog, or help with blogs, or what to include in blogs, or how to hyperlink. Maybe there's sites that can help make videos. So maybe there's something easier than Screencast-O-Matic or something you prefer better. Maybe you can find that. Maybe there's a how-to on Prezi, because those are great presentations that you can create. But maybe it's even just a Google tutorial on Google Sites. Maybe it's a Google tutorial on PowerPoint. Maybe it's something about using a cloud feature better, right? We're going to have to get better at storage and where we store things and how to keep things in order. Maybe there's a cool tutorial that just talks about creating folders and organizing your desktop, or how to access the cloud. Maybe there's a really cool site that you've got on note-taking. Maybe there's a site that you're not the greatest typer, but you know that you can speak into the computer and it types it for you. Maybe there's a site like that. So we need, one, we need to find those sites, but two, we need tutorials. That's why I'm not asking you to create a video. Just find a helpful video that can help with some of these things. I mean, there's going to be loads of sites out there that might be helpful to students in the future. Creating blogs, how to respond to forums, taking notes on an online class. Organizing your materials. Maybe you found a cool history channel that had some neat stuff. The Library of Congress has neat stuff. Any of these tools that you think we're going to be needing in the future. So even think of other classes. Maybe your teacher, you know, my kids are using Zern at a lower level. Maybe there's something like that, and there's a tutorial. That's what we're after, is the website itself, but then a tutorial that explains how to use that in education. Because let's face it, we're going to be using stuff like this in education. So again, this is going to be an extra credit option. I will show it to you. Go over on our last session on Monday. I think it's far easier to actually show you when you're online, but you can be thinking about that stuff now, okay? And then next week, I'll give you a place that you can actually, again, you're just going to post a link to this website, maybe a link to the tutorial video, and maybe a sentence or two that describes what that thing is. By thing, I mean an app or a website, something that helps with education, right? Helping you be a better student in the blended learning age. Okay, so more to come on that. Then we've got 5 minutes to go over your flashcards, the Odyssey character chart, there's the flashcards, and then 15 minutes to work on book talks or SSR. If you need to, just scroll up to the reminder on Monday, and there's all those links that I have already showed you. So if you scroll up, boom, there's the reminder. It's under, I'm sorry, Tuesday. I should say Tuesday. And you've got the Google Chrome, Chromebook option, the iPad, and then all the helpful resources for video creation. So everything should be there. That's what you might need to use. Friday, 9 minutes. We finished the Odyssey, book 23. You got 6 minutes to study your flashcards or complete your character chart. Again, you'll be given time to do it for that test on Tuesday, but you'll be given time Tuesday. Then, this is obviously the big one, 30 minutes here, guys. Finish it up. So do, again, 5:31 at 11:59. You're basically sending me these 3 things that we already went over. Here's my email. Try to put in a subject. Boom, right there. You should be good to go. All right, I went a little over my time, but that is okay. That is the preview for this coming week. If you have any questions, shoot me or Miss Reeve an email. Be safe, be smart. I will see you for our last video session. That will be Monday, June 1st, again, 9 and 11. Stay tuned for my invites for that, which will come next Sunday night. All right, guys, take care.